welcome back to the Voice Podcast. And we are now officially in season 5. Season 5, which means we are going to bring you more entertaining content around the student lifestyle, from the range of dating, academic success, or just simply how to make friends, or everything related to the spicy, crispy student lifestyle every day. Abby, who you've met last season in the most viewed episode of last season, which is the dating advice. How are you doing, Gabby, and how do you feel coming back for season 5?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited. I think we have a lot of really amazing content, and I'm just super excited to have more people on. And yeah.
And next to us, we have one of the most appearing guests on the Voice Podcast, Ben, who has been on also the dating and also the friendship, which Gabby hosted. And you're the right hand man of the podcast.
There you go.
And you will be the face of it, like on the retractable banners everywhere around school.
Yeah, I'd like to start off by apologizing for you having to see my face on the banners, but it's good to meet you guys. As you said, I'm Ben. I'm in the electrical engineering technician program, and I'll be seeing you guys a lot more in future content. It'll be fun.
And I am Sean. I have been your host, producer, manager behind the scene. In season 4, the objective was to get it back in person as we were back on campus, and campus being a very big thing for a student because this is where like most of the student life happens and also the lifestyle around it. So season 4 was a massive success to my eyes, having each week a guest showcasing their real student life, what it means to them, what are the opportunities they are having, what are the challenges they have, what are their talents. And also later in the season, we tested like having this panel style of having guests with different opinions, debating with friends what it is. So this is what we are transitioning into for season 5, what our expectation is for this year, to really have that theme-based conversation every week. It can be anything around student life. So you will see me popping in around campus. And as you have already seen me, if we have talk for orientation, then you probably propose to me your amazing content. So if not, drop it right now in the comments because we are going to produce content that you want. So, and yeah, so that's what's in for season 5. And if you want to join us on a certain theme or panel, do not hesitate, message us. Gabby will invite you very well, like Ben also and myself. And we will try to bring your friend also so we can provide the best content possible. So, yeah. And without losing any much more time, let's just get into chatting to know a bit more. Like, we saw all 3 of us, like, throughout the much of last season, but we don't know much who they are, like behind the podcast. So Gabby, tell us about you, like which program are you in, like how long have you been in Kingston, and how do you find life here?
Okay, well, I am taking the honors bachelor's of behavioral psychology degree here. Recently graduated from the police foundations in 2020 and jumped right in. So I've been at St. Lawrence for like almost 6 years now. So definitely like know my way around for sure. And yeah, I was actually born abroad. I was born in England and then my family and I moved here when I was like really little. So I've grown up in Kingston, so I'm very familiar with the area as well. And yeah, that's kind of like a pretty short like intro about me, but yeah.
So 6 years at SLC, what have you been doing? Like,
just been messing around.
Pretty much. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
I'm sure probably a couple of you have maybe seen me. Like, I work at the front kiosk as well as the SA now. So for the first like 4 years of my time here, I was at the front kiosk. So I was like the first face that you saw when you came in the door.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Apologies. But yeah, so I know a lot of people recognize me from that. And then I moved on up to the SA. I'm still there now. So having a good time with that. But yeah, just kind of like jumping around from like job to job, meeting new people, like having a good time. I'm doing this podcast now, so that's kind of new. That's my newest adventure. But yeah, just kind of like going with the flow.
And speaking of the first face we see when coming on campus, has been officially voted the best resting bitch face when coming back.
That sounds pretty accurate, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
I
Gabby
don't have
always with a scowl.
Okay, I promise you, it's just my face. I try.
And her
I've been
personality.
trying
Yeah.
I've been trying really, really hard to work on it. It's just my face. But like people will always tell me that they think that I hated them when I first met them, and I'm like, no, I literally am like the least judgmental person. I just look like I'm judging you, but I promise I'm not. I probably
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and how about you, Ben? Like, give us a little bit intro about you.
All
Like,
right. Well, I grew up on a farm in Smith Falls. We had a ton of alpacas and the fun stuff. It was like a mini petting zoo. It was awesome. It was me and my 5 siblings there. It was great. Then we moved into a bigger house and took a couple other programs and ended up at SLC. I've been here. I finished my first year last year and going on to year 2. It's a good time. And not too much. I work at the SA. I work at the SA as well, so I'm sure you guys will see me on the way to the games room or Muse Lounge. Feel free to say hi and
play
bug
some
Gabby.
pool.
Exactly.
And yeah, a little bit about me. Like,
Yeah.
well, last season, like, it was, like I said, mostly interviewing people, and I guess you kind of get a bit of who I am through the lines when interviewing the guests. And about me, I have been in SLC like for like 1.5 years now, so I'm entering the final semester. So I study during summer. Fun fact, yeah, there's an intake happening in summer. Sad, but yeah, I've been studying digital marketing communications and now project management officially. I don't like the program, so like, if you have a program coordinator watching this, like, nothing against it. It's my personal choice.
Covering his
So
ass.
it's not made for me. So, and
just in case.
yeah, we're just being real out here. It's I learned a lot of things, but I think I could have self-learned kind of. so,
Well,
so
that always happens in every program.
I'm out in case in like 6 months. So like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, deduct my grades? No.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for you, Sean.
Yeah.
I know a couple people are curious if after you graduate, if you're going to continue with a podcast of yourself.
The $1 million question. So will I continue? Well, short answer is no.
Okay.
It's because I believe when I was employed here trusted to take the podcast manager role, I was a student who didn't know much. I knew the basics of editing and a bit of basics, how things work. I didn't know how to do this setup and everything. So this role is an opportunity to learn. So I took it as an opportunity. I'm going to learn the hard way, like to learn everything firsthand. And I believe if I'm going to stay in that position after I finish graduating, it doesn't do justice to what being a student job is all about. So
Yeah.
for me, a student job is really giving that grounding opportunity for you to be in a more comfortable space to learn from that job. Because the essay, I think you both can say, like, it's the perfect space where you feel safe to acknowledge your mistakes if you make one, and like the whole managers team are like fully supportive behind you, like thinking,
Oh, yeah.
we will find a solution. So I think to me, what I need to grow further as a professional is to get out there. Really, that's my personal thing. And secondly, for the role itself, I think by arriving like maybe December, I would have given everything I had to do for this role, and I believe someone else could be very lurking behind, like
Yeah.
in the school right now, who is talented enough to come here and having the right mindset also to take over this role and propose something that can elevate it to another
Oh, yeah.
level.
Like handing off the torch kind of deal.
Yeah, it's that. So I want to keep that as a legacy, living on a good note. Sometimes it's good to leave at the right time and not staying long enough at the
Yeah.
party when it becomes a bummer. So I think it will be perfect. Maybe I can come back as a recurring guest for the last 4 months to just end the season. But I think I will be officially done like in April, September. I won't come back as a guest also after that time. So yeah.
Okay.
That'll be like a pretty hard decision for you, like deciding who kind of gets to take on your role. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel a lot of pressure, to be honest. Not because it's I've been working a lot, very hard to make this
Yeah,
podcast
you devote
happen.
a lot of time to this.
I think putting a podcast on a weekly basis with just very few hours, like it's a part-time job, to edit, to record, to find the guests on a weekly basis, it's a lot of work. And to do that consistently, like there are so much things which could have been done better in season 4, definitely. Like,
Hmm.
if I'm honest, it's like 300 views, 200 views, 100 views. It's not a lot,
Oh yeah.
but uh, also it's very niche, so I have very limited time to promote it. So this is the goal for in season 5, is to really go out there and to reach you student, to make you watch a fun content, and to also see the true, like right now I'm being real, like saying what has been done. And yeah, so finding a person that really can do all of this when I leave, and I don't want what I did, what I'm doing right now, to just crumble down. So for me, I really want to take my time to find that person who feels right for that role. Like,
Yeah.
not perfect, because I don't believe a perfect candidate exists. I believe
Just
like,
someone who can add the right, like, enough of
absolutely,
themselves to the
Who's
podcast. So.
passionate? Who's passionate
Exactly.
about
Yeah.
what they're doing?
who's passionate. Like, passion is good, but I believe someone who is resilient also,
Hmm.
who, like, you need to be, because some days you will lack motivation to do it, like,
True.
but you need to have like the mindset to just show up, like to come in, like, yeah, I have to edit this, like, yeah,
Hmm.
otherwise it's not getting posted, so I don't have content. To constantly redo the setup, unpack, pack, unpack, redo everything, find the guests,
And to edit it as well, that
and
takes a.
so finding the next person will be a beautiful challenge, because I will go out to discover someone
Hmm.
who can really take this podcast to another level. How did you feel coming in at season 4, really, to have this opportunity to be on the Voice podcast?
I was really, really excited for it. I
Mm.
remember when I was working at the SA at the front
Mm.
desk and you just
Yeah.
like pulled me for a chat and you were like, "Hey, I have this really cool idea. What are your thoughts? Do you want to kind of like lead the first part of that?" And I was really, really excited for it because it was something new and it was something that I had kind of like wanted to kind of get involved in. I wanted to kind
Mm.
of look more at like the marketing, social
Yeah.
media side of the college because I think that that's so not what I'm studying in school, and
Yeah.
I think it's just something so new
Mhm.
and refreshing for me. And it was kind of turned into like a little bit of a hobby, so I enjoy doing this. And I've been, yeah, like I was really like honored to be given that
Mm.
opportunity. Even though you said that like you're like a typical college girl, so you'll relate. But
That's,
I was like,
yeah.
okay, I'll take it. I mean, if it'll get me on
Yeah.
here. But yeah, no, ever since then, like I feel like I have contributed like
Mm.
really like quite a couple content ideas.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I'm gonna hopefully bring on a couple more guests and
Mhm.
all of that. I mean, you know, you can thank the face of the voice podcast to me, really. Um, so no, I was really, really
Yeah.
excited to be on the last season and then now this one. So
Yeah, really, like, just for to put the context into like what you just said. Thank you so much again, like, to you, Gabby, and even Ben, like, for being amazingly, because you're volunteering your time, like, just to
Hmm.
say to the audience, like, kind of a motivation. It's
Hmm.
like really like the last few episodes. I needed kind of a push, like, of having friends who really believed into what the podcast means, and like bringing it fresh, like what I wanted to, because there's so much thing that I can do as one person.
Hmm.
Like, sure, I can host a guest every time, but it's the same format. There's nothing like fresh kind of happening. People are
Yeah.
kind of used, and maybe by using that, I can create a solid audience. And then, like, I wanted to bring real entertainment
Yeah.
kind of with.
yeah.
So I think Gabby, like, the first few time, like first time Gabby, like, we talked, we were kind of having a banter, I guess. Like, I was
Yeah.
coming out to the gym, and then like you just said, "Hey, I want to be on the podcast because I want to tell my story, and like I think I have a lot to bring to the table. Like,
I
people will be
pitched. Yeah.
inspired."
I did my 30-second
This is
elevator
so
pitch.
wrong. This is so wrong, because that's an insider. Like, uh, I don't like when people come and pitch to me like I have an amazing story, because every one of you watching has an amazing story. So this doesn't mean anything to me. If you're going to say you have an cool, like 8,000 other students have an amazing story. So what we won't talk about that will be of value in terms of entertainment or informative to a students or creative, anything. So that was like, yeah, I can bring you as a guest, but what do you want? Your story, like then like the fact that I was like, no, I'm not going to have her on the podcast. In my mind,
He was like, nah.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
like, because there were probably like 30 people I refused just because.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I didn't refuse. I kind of gaslit them. So
Mm.
and. But then, like, she was persistent.
I was.
Well, I
every
didn't
time,
realize
that.
every time I was coming in, hey, I want to be on the podcast. And then I was like, for two weeks, I was kind of, well,
She keeps
someone-
begging me. I need her to stop.
But it also shows the persistence and the
Yeah.
resilience of a
Yeah.
person at that time. You know, if a person is really dedicated, like, hey, I want to be, then I could do something much better than you just being a guest. Or why not give you an episode to host? And
Yeah.
this is where this idea came, like, so, like, to have another host because I needed another co-host kind of way because everyone was having exams and someone is like begging me to be on the podcast, kind of.
And Gabby's really into her studies, so she had so much free time.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Some of my profs might be watching. I do my schoolwork. I'm very studious.
No one questioned that.
No,
Like,
no one was questioning that. I said you study
So-
hard.
Okay.
My experience was a little bit different. Basically, one day I come into work and Gabby rolls up to me and says, "Hey Ben, you're on a podcast." I was like, "What? What do you mean I'm on a podcast?" She's like, "Well, we need some sort of guy because right now we're just 3 girls." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well, when is it?" What was it? You're like, "Oh, in like 2 days or something like that."
Yeah, I gave a very small time limit. And I also, that's one thing I also kind of wanted to mention. I feel like we should talk about our relationship a little bit because I don't, because
I think it's weirder if you bring it up every episode.
No, I don't, but I
think
know-
it has ever been brought up. Like,
I thought it was brought up in season 4.
No, never.
no, I don't
It
think
was
it
brought
has,
briefly.
but like,
It was brought like in a one-line thing. Like it was on the
Yeah.
friendship episode, like in a
when we were
one-line
talking
thing.
about
Yeah,
like guys and girls being friends.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
basically,
But so
Gabby is my
basically,
student and I tutor her.
Our we're like very close friends, and so basically whatever I tell him to do, he does. So
So I'm
that's
making more of a
why-
servant.
that's why, that's why I was like, hey, you're gonna be on this podcast, and he was like, well, all right.
I was like, I got nothing better to do.
So yeah, so he
Well-
just kind of added
and it turned out
the,
being pretty fun. So I mean, like, I'm not complaining.
yeah, and now he's the face.
But you know,
So-
consistent. There's a consistency here. Like he says, being
Yeah.
a servant, and I always call him the right-hand man. Like kinda his.
I know.
Like,
I'm like
butler of the
completely
essay.
bypassing me. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, fine.
It was great. Gabby got me on the show, and I'm Sean's right hand.
Yeah,
now.
I'm low key insulted, but it's fine. I'll get over it.
like Gavin, it's always getting pushed around. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
I am, but I
Yeah.
also
Someone's
feel
gotta
like
knock her down,
Yeah.
make her ego down a bit. You know,
Yeah.
her head's
But
so inflated.
I also feel like I'm a very
She's like an air balloon, man.
I know she might float away.
I just I feel like I'm a very like jokey, like banter
Yeah.
person. So like I feel like if like I don't know, I feel like there's certain people you can banter with and certain people you can't. And I feel like
Gabby's
everyone
not one of those
everyone
people.
banters with me because they know they can banter with me.
Yeah, true.
So like it's okay. If you guys want to, if anyone here wants to come up and like have a chat and like banter and like make fun of me, that's
Just be
fine.
careful, 'cause
I'll
she
take
might-
it.
She might like give you the stare.
I mean,
and
you
then
have
you're
to
gonna be in
be,
trouble.
yeah,
Can you give me that stare?
Can you give the look?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
It's not-
judgmental
I don't know
look?
what look they're talking
No, no,
about.
the one when I
Gabby.
threw your laptop around and
Oh my
No.
god. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, apparently I do this look when I
All the
am judging
time.
someone. I don't think it's all the time, but
It's
anyways.
literally like you'll walk by her and she'll just be like.
Yeah,
it's the
I don't
whole
know.
face, like
I
the
know.
eyebrow, the
I'm sorry.
eyes, the nose, just like that.
Yeah, she's like
I'm sorry.
disgusted with your
Yeah.
existence.
I just like
Y-
I
even you get
But
this.
as she said earlier, she's not a judgmental person on the inside. She'll just make it really look like it. But she's not judging.
everyone's gonna know now.
Anyways, can you show us the look?
Yeah,
Okay, do you want me to show the camera?
yeah.
Show the camera.
Okay,
Show the
show
are
the
we
camera.
ready? So, all right.
Make as if the audience is like insulting you in the comment section.
No,
Okay,
okay.
so normally it's like a bit of side eye, so I'll like turn my body a little bit, you know. So I'll be like, I'll just kind of do like the look up and down so that like you know that I see you, but like I'm not wanting to
Pleased with your
confront anything.
appearance.
What?
But she's not pleased with your appearance.
Not even your appearance. Just sometimes people say some wild shit.
That's true.
Like sometimes, like the things people say sometimes are really just way out of pocket, and
Mhm.
like I very much like wear my feelings like on my face. So like if someone has annoyed me, like you're gonna know. And I'm
Yeah,
trying to work on it. I'm really trying to work on it.
not
And
very
I think
well
I've gotten
though.
better. I think I've gotten better though. Slightly. A little bit.
It's slightly. It was
Baby steps. We're taking baby steps,
Yeah.
okay?
But you were talking
Hopefully.
about your friendship, like kind of like
Me
your
and Ben.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that. How did you guys become friends?
So basically, I come into work one day, and there's this girl just following me upstairs. I'm like, what the hell is happening? I go to unlock the door, and she's following me in. I'm like, you can't come in here. We're not open yet. She's like, oh, I work here too. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, I've never seen you before. And we're just, she's like, oh, okay, I'm Gabrielle Stevens. I just started. And I was like, oh, I've heard of you. Only bad things, of course.
Obviously.
But yeah, then we just started talking, and we're just friends. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I think we just like connected
Cool,
really well.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
on a friendship level, I feel like we just connected really well. And
yeah, basically, I made food and she ate it. I
Pretty
ate the food
much.
too, but
pretty much
yeah.
with like last semester, I lived off of craft
I
dinner
made.
and baked beans with a potato. That was literally our dinner every single night.
It was good.
I mean, it was good. Like I will
That's a
say,
college student
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
It
work
really
with
was.
what you got.
sometimes we'd have some ramen too, so we'd really be living the college life. But yeah,
Spin
no,
wild canned
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah. no, but I feel like we just like really like connected, and we hang out all the time at the SA because we're there all the time.
Which is a good thing. 'Cause, like,
Um,
could you imagine working that many hours
would
together
suck.
and we hated each other?
No, literally, yeah. And then we did
Yeah.
the podcast together, and we just kind of like slowly got closer. And now I would say like I would say like Ben's probably one of like my best friends. So yeah, here he is.
She says that.
Oh my God, don't even lie. He always likes to pretend like he's the cool one in this friendship, but it's not.
So Ben is like a teddy bear, kind of. It's like a golden retriever.
Yeah, he gives golden retriever energy.
And like
I do
Gabby is
not.
like a ginger cat, you know?
Sassy. Don't approach.
One brain cell.
Yeah. One brain cell just bounces around, and she only really has a thought when it like hits the corner just right. And that's when it sparks.
Sean, that was actually a good one.
That was-
I'm not
that was
gonna lie,
awesome.
that was
That was
kind of
awesome.
slay.
Oh, man.
Kind of slay. Yeah.
You know what? I'll take golden
So
retriever.
sorry.
over
That's still one word which I don't understand coming in Canada. Like,
Slay.
Neither
what
do I.
is this? Like,
Okay.
I know like
It's-
Jay uses it a lot, like slay, but
Yeah.
really, what's the origin of that?
Okay,
It came from
Literally?
a TikTok, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it did. Okay, literally when I say slay,
Yeah.
In every sentence.
So I think everyone knows it, but I need to know
Okay.
really now the context.
when I say slay,
Yeah.
it just means like that's cool. They're like good job, or like it really depends on the context. But like if you come in with like a
It's
new
a
cool
versatile
hair,
word.
if you come in with like a new cool hairstyle,
Yeah.
I might be like slay, Sean.
Oh, something shitty happened in your life? Your cat just died? Slay.
But then, yeah, it could also be used like in those contexts too. Because sometimes like I had a friend who
Bad
like
slay.
I had a friend who like ended things with like their situationship, and I was like, oh fuck, slay though. So like, it really is
So-
situational.
So it's just like fuck, but like people use fuck everywhere. Like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know. I also feel like it depends on the audience. Like there's certain
Yeah.
people like I'm not gonna be saying slay to my family.
yeah.
Like my 50-year-old like uncle, no, he's not gonna know what slay is. But like I'll go around to like the SA and I'll be like slay, and
Oh,
they'll
I
know what
know,
it
I
is. They'll
know.
know what it is. So it very much depends on your audience too. I'm so sorry. Like it's really just like a major part of my vocabulary right now. But like I also go through phases. Like at one point there was another word that I said mood all the time. Like someone would say something and I'd be like mood. So like my vocabulary changes like monthly. So next month it might be something new. You never know. See, honestly, I feel like Sean and Ben here are way more cocky than me, personally.
All right, Gabby.
And I mean,
Gabby walks into
Go ahead,
Abby's
Ben.
very cocky.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's not been a single time where I've been like, I'm better than everyone here.
Yes, you do. Every time I've seen you.
Look, it's just
Like,
self-love.
It's
people-
good to have some cockiness.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like,
have
it should be-
self-love.
Yeah, like I'll be working shooting cards with Gabby, and she'll just like look at the basketball court, and like people on the basketball team are playing, and she's like, "I could beat them." Oh, they missed that shot. I could
Yeah.
have hit that. And she just the entire day I'm listening to this.
And there's this dude like killing himself for like 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he
Oh
was
my God,
there all
yeah.
day.
Literally from like, I think he was there for longer than 4 hours.
Gabby's
Oh
sitting
my
there
God.
like, I could beat him.
I mean,
I mean,
I still like stand by that answer, but
like, wait, intramural team, me and Ben, soccer.
Oh, we were doing it.
We're doing it.
All right, sounds
okay,
good to me.
no worries. I didn't want to join anyways.
Gabby,
No.
I thought you didn't like soccer.
Well, it's nice to be asked.
Would you like to play on our intramural
No,
team?
I'm
I
okay.
didn't think so.
I mean, like, I got to like this classmate of mine. Like, for this idea, it's like basically he's like 6'5", something like that, super
That's
tall.
pretty short.
And both of us, in terms of width combined, he's larger than us.
Oh,
So that guy
Jeez.
will be our lighthouse. I think like he plus he has for a big guy, he's super endurant. Like
met him.
he's the guy Felipe, like the one which I showed you in the cafe briefly.
oh yes.
That
He
guy,
is
he's
giant.
like Brazilian, like like he can play soccer very well.
Mm.
So like his control, he's very good at tricks and everything.
Oh, cool.
So I think so. I played like a one-on-one basketball against him, man. Like,
Dude, he's 6'5".
but I love it. When I say I love adversity, like I think that night I felt like whole pain in my body. He
Like
was
you
going-
really tried. You
Oh
pushed
yeah,
it.
yeah. I love contact. So I think now we need to find a name for our intramural teams. So
Best
Slays.
bets.
Or you could have been like, Slay.
Yeah, that's a no go. But in the comments, if you have any team ideas,
Yeah,
name
I have-
ideas, just
I
let us
have an
know.
idea.
You do? What is it?
Thick boys.
Thick
No.
boys. Okay, so I'm going
Immediate
back to the
no.
comments. If you have any good ideas, please give them the comments. Best comment we'll take.
Yeah. Thick boys. Or there's a high audience which approves Slays. we will go for it.
Yeah, if for some reason that's like number one or like the only one,
Oh my God.
just take it.
Everyone watching this right now has to pull through for me
And if you cannot
and
post
say
it yourself.
Slays.
What does voice podcast means to you? Like, and what do you want to achieve?
So
this
the
season?
voice podcast, at least in my eyes, it's we're trying to cover content that we believe will interest the student body and keep you guys engaged. Like for example, if you guys have any, as Sean was saying earlier, if you guys have any content you really want to see covered on here, we'll try to get it on there and just keep you guys engaged as much as possible. Voice for the students.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of go off of Ben's answer as well. I think it really is for the students. We want to make content that is relatable and that you guys can maybe like
Listen on a car ride. I don't know if
yeah,
you
or
guys
like
Yeah.
or like
our
talk to your
voices,
friends
but-
about it or like have further conversations about it. We just kind of want to make something that's like relatable and fun and entertaining and something you guys can listen to when you're getting ready in the morning or like driving to school or whatever. I just feel like
Everyone has a podcast now. It is kind of a pseudo celebrity kind of way. They are either very good in what they do. So like they're either like, for example, someone in fitness, like, oh, they're really, really good at fitness, or they're good like at soccer broadcasting. So they talk about soccer.
Yeah.
Or even influencers, like every influencer has a podcast. But we never see like real people like of everyday life. Like
Mhm.
I don't like we are special kind of way. Like we are real students. Like we
Gabby's
have-
like, you're calling me normal?
that was uncalled for.
yeah. What's the other word? Like, well, we're unique. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pretty unique
Yeah.
as an audience. So we are all like really having that schedule, which is like
Mm.
busy with courses and stupid assignments kind of way to do. It's not stupid, but like for me, yeah.
Sometimes it feels like it is.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like those 5 points assignment, really.
Oh
like,
my gosh. Or like
sometimes
the
I like-
1% assignment. and stuff.
yeah, but go away.
But kind of like what Sean was saying, I think it just comes back to relatability. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
so-
we're just really relatable.
Yeah, so like it just today, like I'm like, I just have time right now at 8 p.m. Like,
Might as well start shooting another
Is that the
episode,
time right
but- No, it's
No,
like
it's
7:30.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
might as well be
7:45.
8.
So
So quarter to 8.
yeah. So it's yeah, I just have a time. So like let's do it now. Like
Yeah, like
and
I,
sometimes
Yeah.
I would love to feel like more comfortable kinda like,
Mhm.
oh, I would love to have all the time in the world to record and edit.
mm,
But there it is, like, hey, if you don't have like a full seamless kind of edited podcast, very well polished, that's the reason why. Like in 12, 15 hours doing that. So plus with studies and everything. So yeah.
oh yeah.
That's and bringing to you like real fresh living. Nothing is made up. Everything is like real. What do you guys hope to achieve? Like,
Relative to the podcast, or
yeah.
just like in life.
Okay, well, we're not trying to be here for 8 hours, Jesus.
Are you assuming I have all
Well,
life
let's just say
goals?
for this year. Let's just say
True.
for the podcast and for your academic year.
Okay, so for the podcast, I guess. Jet- oh gosh.
Hold it up. Sorry, he's just a bit slow today.
Today.
Every day, but I want it to be nice.
Relative to the podcast, just like try to get it out as much as we can, and
Mhm.
just shoot as many episodes to entertain you guys as possible. Hopefully with good content. Yeah, but other than that, like school wise, I'm hoping to apply to some universities for a program, and just plan to keep my grades up, and hopefully get like a scholarship kind of deal. Other than that, but not too much. Just live life, eat food, go to the gym, have fun.
When you say like, no, like it's just the resume of it. Like life of a student, basically, like you're just trying to keep your grades up, like to get to university. Like, I mean, it
Mhm.
means something to you,
Oh
like
yeah.
because you really want to go to university, and basically that's what's like keeping it minimalistic, I think, but realistic
Mhm.
to something which you can achieve. I think it's great. Like you have your mind at the right
Oh yeah,
place,
and it's
and
a
you're
pro-
going to achieve it.
I really like this program too. Like what I'm studying, I've been enjoying.
Yeah.
So I'm like hoping that once I go into a similar field at
Mhm.
university, I'll keep that passion and I'll do good there as well. I forgot the word for doing well. That sounds cool.
Yeah, doing well.
I'll thrive.
Thrive,
There
yeah.
we go.
Like, you said that really loud into the microphone.
You will
Thrive.
surge forward.
I will surge forward with
Oh,
what I've
wow.
learned at SLC.
Nice play on words there.
How about you, Gabby? What's for you want to achieve with a voice and your academic year?
Yeah. So I think with the voice, honestly, kind of going off of Ben as well. Like, I want to make more relatable content. I do want to get some really cool guests in. So like
Who do you have
maybe
in mind? Like it's you keep repeating.
Let's
cool
get more
Yeah,
guests.
guest.
I know-
okay.
Who's on
Who's
here?
cool
Maggie.
guest? Who's a
I don't
cool
want to
guest?
I don't want to drop
Maggie would be cool.
names.
We are cool.
I don't want
Who's
to
Maggie?
Her mom.
my mom.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to drop names out here, but I think I have a couple profs who could really like add
Yeah,
something.
they try and get brownie points.
I no, I actually have a couple of profs that could really like add something based on some of the content that we want to do.
Yeah.
We have some really cool content. And I think
let's
that
tease the audience a bit. What kind of content?
so one of the
Right.
ones is the big 16 personality tests. Like actually doing that with us.
Yeah.
And then having someone discuss the reliability of that. And I have a prof who literally taught us that in school, and
pretty cool.
yeah, and we had a whole class on it. So I feel like that would be like really cool to like actually get someone who has a PhD in psychology
Yeah.
come on and like talk about that and like also like administer it to us. I feel like that would be like really, really cool. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get my brother on here. We're trying. We don't know.
We keep talking about how it's like being on like a varsity team.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's also like
Well, it's more like he's a
bouncer
bouncer.
at one of
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
bars downtown. So like how he juggles that with student life.
He's up to like 2 a.m. most nights.
yeah,
Yeah.
like is like really difficult. So there's like a couple guests that I feel like could add something. So I
Yeah.
think that's my goal is yeah. And then in terms of my personal like academic year, it's my last year. So I'm doing my thesis currently. Why are you guys laughing?
Like,
Gabby's going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am doing my thesis at a local prison. So that's interesting for me.
At least she said she's doing
Um,
thesis. It's a semester-long break.
Okay. But yeah, so that's like really interesting for me. So gonna be like very stressful, but I'm really looking forward to it. And then I'm also applying to graduate programs actually in Toronto.
That's
So
exciting.
yeah, so hopefully I get in. Stay tuned for next semester. Maybe I'll let you guys know if I get in. If I don't, I probably won't mention it.
Honestly.
So yeah, so I'm hoping to
Yeah.
move on to get a master's in clinical counseling psychology, and so maybe I'll be out of school by the time I'm 26. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I hope.
That's it. And for me, the objective this season, I think I already mentioned it earlier in the podcast, is really to make it like, again, more ideally, let's put something big, the number one podcast or show in Kingston. That's
Wow.
the goal. Like,
Slay.
come on, look at the setup. Look at we got everything. Like, why not?
We
Like,
got the face.
the face. It's like a triple-headed dragon now, like three
Yeah.
faces.
Which also,
Yeah.
can I say, I don't know why you would have chosen him to be the face when you could have had this face.
Well, what they did was they closed their eyes
So-
and they flipped the coin.
So basically,
mean-
what happened like last season is
Gabby
Again,
angered management.
My anger management is fine.
No, you angered the management.
Oh.
who's the management?
Well,
Who manages?
well, who chose the pictures?
Who?
Yeah.
Who? Well, I take
Sean
the
chose the pictures.
I kind of submitted a short list of who could have been into that big picture.
Oh, okay.
So-
So was I on the short list?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Shauna, why was I not on the short list? Why? I
don't
think you
re-
should tell all the viewers why
I
you
don't-
didn't choose me.
I don't remember.
Considering
I have
I've been on this
I have
podcast longer than
ADHDs.
Ben.
I have ADHD. So things which have no significance importance to me, like
Oh, so I have no significance of
not
importance.
you, like choosing the picture, the face, like to me it doesn't matter. I needed
Oh.
something which was very photogenic.
So you chose him?
Well-
First of all, ouch. Second of all, I am equally surprised you chose me.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, really?
because he was smiling like like that. So I was like, hey,
Is my smile not pretty?
well, you were just doing that.
Gabby looked at the
face
camera like,
always.
Okay, well maybe you should take pictures of me more candid then.
yeah, but you
I-
make sure
I
that we
showed
only
the
allow
one
them to be
episode your hair
uncandid.
was covering your face.
Yeah.
you should use
And
that
That's
one.
valid. That's valid. That there was that one episode. But how many episodes have I done?
2.
One. Oh,
3.
Three.
Wait, what? Friendship,
The
dating.
2 last semester,
Oh, you did the one. This
and then
semester.
the one this
Well,
semester.
this
on
semester
clinical
doesn't
the
matter.
culture.
pictures were already taken
Yeah,
by
this
that
semester
time.
You know
doesn't
what?
matter.
Fine, Sean.
Yeah.
Fine. You can
Yeah.
have your little model over here. Don't know why you'd want him, but anyways.
Should I mention there's another girl like in the
Shh,
second?
don't tell-
No,
don't tell
no.
her.
okay.
Pardon me?
Yeah. So there's a big picture of
Too
Ben,
late,
and
she
then there's
now
another
knows.
girl.
Oh, which one?
like the eyebrow.
You don't remember the
Eyebrow.
eyebrow?
girl.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know who that might be.
Because also.
No, I
like-
saw that picture actually.
Yeah.
It's the one you printed off for Ben's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw it.
Yeah.
And then I lost them
Your mom
immediately.
liked it?
I
Yeah.
lost
Lost them?
I forgot to bring it home and
Oh.
it just kind of disappeared from the desk.
That was my birthday gift to her.
I know. I was upset. I'll just have to send pictures of it. Maybe I'll just steal the banner when they're done with it.
Maybe
Just
we
reprint
can
them.
make that happen.
Yeah, I'll just take the banner home.
But like, just to put in context, like again, like I'm the photographer, so I'm everything for the podcast. I'm the photographer. I'm the recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it makes it a little bit hard for you because.
So
because you're-
I would have loved to
yeah, the
take on
camera.
like more time to take pictures or someone to assist me, but don't have. So if you're a photographer and you want to build your portfolio here, like, hey,
and participate with the school.
you're most welcome.
Get
Like,
involved.
really, we plan to release like above 40, 50 episodes this year. So like, imagine like having 50 opportunities to take photos. So that's your chance. Like, really, like take better pictures than me. That's a challenge. Yeah.
A challenge, you say.
Well, hey, apparently,
And they say
Oh,
I'm
you
the
take
cocky
good photos,
one.
you take-
Okay.
apparently, according to my graphic design teacher, shout out to you, Darren, from the DMC program. He said like, I have the eye for aesthetic.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Can I ask the audience a question here?
sure.
I really want to know if you guys think I should be the face or if you think Ben should be the face.
Just to be clear, we can't change it now because it's already
Yeah.
printed. But you feel free to voice your opinion.
So just so you know, like the face is
guys, better back me up.
So the face is not just a face. So then you will need to be there, like kind of. So you're just here at night. You're like Batman kind of way. So
No, I'm Batman. She's my Robin.
Hey, I'm the cooler one. I'm Batman. You're Robin. Let's be real here.
because like Gabby has a particularity of never being here during the day on campus.
Unfortunately, yeah, because I'm at my placement.
Yeah.
8 to 4. But I'll be here at
She's
night.
at Gotham. She's at Gotham.
No, I literally. But I'll be here
Arkham
at
Asylum.
night. So
Arkham Asylum, that's the one.
what did you say?
We're making Batman references, so you're going
Yeah.
to the jail, and in Gotham, the jail is Arkham Asylum.
So yeah.
So
okay.
it's okay.
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I literally am. But I'll be here at night. So
Harley's
come keep me
playing over
company in the
here.
essay because I'll be alone. Maybe I shouldn't have told people that for like safety reasons.
You know,
You ever want to find Gabby at night?
I mean, you already know like they are most likely students.
Oh yeah,
If
exactly.
they're
Yeah.
watching this.
And like it's pretty. We've already said where we work. It's not gonna be a hard thing to
Yeah.
find us.
Yeah, valid.
better throw in the address also.
Yeah.
My home
Portsmouth.
address in the bottom, linked in the bottom
Oh.
of the screen.
Come visit Gabby any hour of the day. Her family will love it.
So now let's go like to 3 or 5 episodes, which we are really hyped to really like shoot this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, once Gabby told me about that, like the 16, what was it called? 16.
16 personality.
I think that'd be
quiz.
pretty fun. But
Yeah.
past that, off the top of my head,
I
there's some
can pull
game
it out.
ones. Yeah,
I
that'd be
can-
awesome. Can you pull it out
Yeah.
for me?
We have a couple ones
Yeah.
where we're going to be filming. We don't know 100% if they're happening,
Mhm.
but we're thinking about filming like us playing Stir the Pot or like
I
some
don't really know what that
cool
is,
like
actually.
social
Yeah.
games. They are really fun. It's like
Okay.
things like give this card to the person who's most likely to like, I don't know, do whatever, and then you give it to that person. So it's like it's fun. I really like the boys ask girls
Yeah.
and girls ask
Guys.
the boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
like questions. I feel
Yeah.
like that's gonna be really interesting,
Yeah.
and it's kind of gonna be really. It's gonna involve like the students because I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure Sean has really big plans for that one. So I feel like that's gonna be really interesting one. The 16 personality one will be really interesting too. I think because that'll just be like a cool one to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I brought up a list like so. There's a total of 28 here, 22, which makes it 50. 50 plus let's say 20 here. I have 70 content ideas
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
right
Wow.
listed.
That's a healthy amount.
Yeah. So in the so I have 3 categories. One being informative, second being entertainment. So and 3 off topic. Off topic is basically nothing related to student life,
Mhm.
which you guys want as entertainment. So yeah,
And again, feel free to post your ideas in the
Yeah.
comments. And we,
Yeah, we
I
want your
probably
guys'
like-
ideas.
I probably like post 3 comments: informative, entertainment, and off topic. Then people will put likes and their comments below, like what they really want. So I
Yeah.
think that's a cool way to do it. So I'll post that in the comments, and you guys can comment on that, what you really want as content for those. And the one which I'm really like just entertainment wise is like we already recorded like the best parties of your life. I'm really eager to record this one. Like
We know you are.
really the best parties of your
know.
life.
yeah,
Good thing
I-
I'm a bookworm.
Yeah, like he literally reads at night. That's all he does. He doesn't go out.
So he won't he will be on the touchline for it.
He will not be present during
Yeah.
that episode. Best believe.
I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of parties.
Yeah, I
under
was
my
like,
belt.
he's not gonna contribute anything.
What else do we have? Oh, heartbreak sliding into DMs.
That'll be a good one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
overthinking.
Oh,
cold
I'm
approach.
good at that.
Yeah,
Professional.
Yeah.
no, overthinker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big overthinker. It's
Absolutely.
bad.
Toxic relationships. Yeah.
I've had a couple of those. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, shit.
Ben should be like the lead on that one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have some stories to share.
I mean, was it even a relationship?
Oh, there's other ones.
There was
oh,
more.
there were the ones.
Unfortunately, there's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
Red flags, green flags.
Oh,
That's a
I
good one.
always,
Ooh,
I
that's a
just
good
see
one.
green flags.
And I also, I will say, like, I also think a lot of these can kind of go in together, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the red flags, green flags, we'll probably add
we
those into
probably
like heartbreak.
elaborate really like on those because my red flags are different from your red flags. Uh,
Oh,
Red
yeah.
flags is gonna be a fire topic.
Speaking about guys ask girls and girls
Yeah.
ask guys, I also have written here: teacher asks students. and
That could be-
student
That'd be
ask
cool.
teachers.
You need to get the right prof for that. If you get a good prof, that could be a
Yeah.
pretty interesting episode.
Yeah, cool one. Like
I
the
feel like
cool
some
ones.
like a prof in like the marketing
Yeah.
department or something like
pretty
that. They
cool.
would be
Yeah.
they'd be chill.
So, and in the off topic, I have obviously like soccer kind of way.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I want to do another one. based around
Soccer.
that. So,
You and Marty should
zodiac
run that
signs.
one.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Jaden.
Immediately, like
Oh,
when I
without
put
a doubt.
Do you even have her name down there?
yeah, inspired. So I have
Dead
a column
ass.
called "Proposed by," inspired by Jaden. This was
I love that. That's
Jaden. I
For
quite know
those who
much
don't know,
about.
Jaden is our residential fortune teller.
We have some actually really good ones though.
Yeah.
I will say, like I'm actually looking forward to this season. I think
I'm
there's some
excited
really
to share
cool
some of
It's
those
topics.
like
ones.
others,
Yeah, that's
like
for sure.
unpopular opinions, like is the
Oh.
college system outdated?
That'll be a really good one.
Flings,
Yeah.
music, everything. Swifties.
Inspired by Jaden. Yeah.
Swifties unite.
Yeah, and then there's also like we know, like being a student, like you need to have lots of informative content as well. And we have that planned, like managing finance. We will have someone like who has been like a financial director in banks for like 30 years, and really what would be the best approach to manage for finance, because finance is a big issue. Like everyone needs
Yeah.
how to not really save money but manage money, like really
Exactly. That's
how,
huge.
how to
Yeah.
elevate as a
How to
student.
budget properly.
Yeah, like in a student job, like
Why'd you look at me like that?
I don't know. I felt like that was Loki kind of directed at me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah,
when you
I was
mentioned
like,
it,
I don't know, the way that he said it, I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
but the fact you thought that before I did show
Yeah.
something about you.
fortunately, like I think we spend mostly on wants, even me. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I try to do my best
Yeah.
to like separate the two, but sometimes it's like on payday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
really deserve that.
yeah. It's like I think I deserve a little treat.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of time it's food for me, but
I'm like, I made it past this week. I should reward myself.
I was like, I made it past this week. It's time to spend my entire paycheck. I've survived.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
It's bad.
Oh,
Look,
really?
you know what? No, it's actually not that bad. I mean, it was bad, but like I've gotten a lot better. So
In the studio, eh,
Mic
Sean?
drop, like, I don't know what I'm trying. Anyways, yeah. So I have like eating cheap, healthy, and quickly. That's my topic. Like I
Okay.
know how to tackle
that'll
it.
be good.
Mhm.
Yeah, as a meat eater, I know how to make it happen.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love the Costco
Yeah.
steak. Oh,
Oh my
I,
god.
So
I
good.
have the ambitious one of inviting a sex therapist on the podcast.
That'd be
That'd
really
be pretty
cool.
yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Do you know See, Think, Feel?
Hmm?
It's a game which we kind of learned into my leadership class. So basically, See, Think, Feel is like, what do you see? Like, for example, if me and Ben play that game, for 2 minutes each, we will interval, like each one will say what we see about
Mhm.
each other. And then the next round, we say what we think about each other for 2 minutes. And the third round, we say what we feel about each other.
okay. So we just
So,
go through like different topics.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna
it's
get deep.
it's alternate between
What do
people.
we see about Gabby's work ethic?
Uh,
The real
in
question
exis-
is, how do you see it when it's not there?
I think Gabby is like an ADD person, like really, like
Attention
if
deficit
she's
disorder.
not interested in the shit, like there's no way you can capture her attention.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah. She'll
what?
give you a little
You're
side
not wrong.
glance.
Yeah.
and then
It's
go
so
from
true.
there.
Like even with like I'm so dedicated to
Yeah.
like school and something I'm interested in.
Mhm.
But if I'm not interested in it, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Yeah.
yeah, then she's like bouncing off the walls. Back to the orange cat personality. It's like
Thank you guys. You're just really uplifting me today.
So yeah, that's pretty much like a few other topics which we plan to do. Oh, that's my YouTube video. And yeah, as content which I plan, and also now about the release day and frequency. So when do you guys like, or most likely? So every episode is released every Tuesday. I'll try to get an episode on bi-weekly basis on Thursdays. If possible, with my new workflow and schedule, like to put in, like I said, the goal is to reach probably 50 episodes this season. So maybe on a bi-weekly basis, there will be an additional episode on Thursday.
yeah.
So that will be the goal. And release time can be between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. on any of those days. I don't really have a fixed time when to release it. So how can you know when an episode has come out? So basically, you we have a lot of social medias. So the only one I've been active on, like last season, was Instagram.
Yeah.
So which is SA Voice Podcast.
We'll put a
And
link to that.
so on Tuesday, we will have like officially the TikTok of the Voice Podcast
Okay.
release. So basically, just video content, snaps
Yeah.
of the best moments, like or teasing the future episodes. That's what will
Mhm.
happen. And occasionally on Facebook, also, I try to throw in a few posts here and there. Yeah, so this is the platforms, and also you might see me and or Ben or Gabby roaming around residence, putting posters also.
Yeah.
So we'll be putting like some few posters with QR codes directly linking you to like a page where you can see like where you want to listen: Spotify, Apple Podcast, or YouTube. I prefer YouTube because you can see us. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
See our cute faces.
And remember,
Yeah.
just let us know what you think of the episodes. Give us your feedback. Who liked it, dislikes, all of it.
Yeah.
Read it all, and we want to know.
And that's I think the most important. What I want, like in the reels, or tell us what you really think, like in those particular for example, you see a reel about Jaden or me making a comment, like a statement, like engage with us, and we will reply actually to that in your comments. So we will really want to have a conversation with you guys, or
Yeah.
just come here. So yeah, and also what's in plan now apart from a podcast, what is the Voice organizing? So I had a strategic meeting basically, which Gabby was there, and Ben, you were sleeping at home that day.
Was it actually?
No, you weren't
Probably.
invited,
No.
actually.
Oh shit, yeah, he was.
Yeah, I was like-
You know what?
He
It's
wasn't
okay.
on the list.
I understand.
But yet he's the face.
Yeah.
Anyways, funny how that works.
Ah.
I'm more than a pretty face, Sean.
I know, but you know that the face comes with a lot of responsibility.
I
I
mean,
know, I
personally,
know.
I don't even
Yeah,
think
well,
he's a pretty face.
I gotta like, shut up, Gabby. I gotta like show up.
Yeah. So
It's hard.
basically, it's like, well, you see us making a podcast, and I have a lot of people like requesting me, hey, do you lease the equipment or do you borrow? I say, no, it's impossible. I cannot lease or let you borrow that equipment.
Yeah,
It's
it is
basically,
property
there's too much.
necessary.
Like, you need to do the setup. Then if I need to record my own episode during that time, then
Yeah.
we can. And I basically like, they are super expensive. We work on limited budget basically. And yeah, so it's like, no, impossible. So my solution to that was like creating a workshop in 1 hour, really like having 4, 5, 8 people kind of coming in, students. And in 1 hour, I will like coach you how to make your first 10 episodes of your podcast. Like
Okay.
each one of you who's watching right now, if you want to make your podcast, it's scheduled around like November, October to have it like once a month. And that's the goal, to have it on a monthly basis.
Okay.
But I will test that in October. So basically in 1 hour. So if you have zero knowledge at all, so we're going to go for an intensive coaching for 1 hour. And after that, the goal would be like, at least you know what is your first 10 content. You know the basics, you know a few editing software, which I can guide you what is best for your skill. And also, like, you don't need that much of equipment, really. Like, or if you need just your smartphone, it's fine. Or just your earbuds with your smartphone, perfect.
Let me literally get it.
Sean, is there going to be any giveaways from the Voice Podcast throughout the school year there?
Some giveaways. I plan to have it, like, I will be popping around college every 2 weeks. And I plan to have some giveaways, like, and we have one big giveaway coming
Any
up.
teasers for what it might be?
Okay.
So right now it's like a $300 basket of basically digital content creation. So basically you have like a good camera kind of way. Then you have this camera which instantly give you your photographs. You have tripod stands. So basically what you need as a starter digital content creator, it's for the back to school special. So Taylor is helping me. So she's the one organizing that giveaway.
And do you have any idea how you would enter one of these giveaways?
So to enter that, you should basically like and follow like our Instagram page, and you should comment 3 of your friends, kinda. So I don't
That's
have
gonna be one of
much
those.
information about that.
Mhm.
So definitely like the essay page, and you will get more information about it. So this is where you're going to see all the massive giveaways. So I know it's a big thing. Like every day, there will be a giveaway. Like one day the essay is doing a big giveaway. One day it's St. Larry's. One day it's Voice Podcast. one day it's clubs, I think, something like that. So each
Oh yeah.
you have
So
also
keep your eyes
5.
peeled, guys.
Yeah.
Lots of giveaways this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Giving we're replacing Santa. If you want to be a guest, so basically that's a question I get asked a lot in the hallway. Sean, how do I get to be a guest? And last year, basically, like if you had really something to bring valuable to a student and you know how to pitch it, then good. I could make
Where
it.
should they give your pitches? Like, is there an email for the voice podcast they could potentially do, or
So that was last season. So coming to this season, the best way is to engage with us on socials. Really comment
Okay.
on the videos, comment on the Instagram. That's the best way. Like put your theme, and if you get likes and everything on your comment, then it shows like there's an interest for
Yeah.
that kind of content. Really to see that engagement. Like, oh, definitely this is something that we need to
cover?
produce
Yeah.
and talk about. And now, if you're on campus and you see me, you want to talk with me, absolutely fine. Like, and come to me with like, don't be shy. The thing is, like, sometimes like people come with a pitch, and then they're like, oh, but like,
They're timid about it.
yeah, what? No, like really, you see a theme which is like really with interest, like not just say a theme which just 10 students of campus. Nah, it won't happen. If something which interests like 100 200 students, then that
Yeah, something that's
that's
engagement.
that's engaging to students, that will interest students, that they find value. And by value I mean information, entertainment, or relaxing, anything like that. That's value to us as students. So yeah, so anything like that. And in a theme concept, like which we all can talk about. You can come in and you're allowed to bring one friend. So that's it. And we will be like two, for example, me and Ben, if it's best suited, or Gabby and Jaden on that episode. So yeah, just to keep the interaction going. So yeah, you're allowed to bring one friend. But you all can also contact me in DM the Essay Voice podcast. So send a DM. You won't be left unseen. So I will try to reply as quickly as possible. 24 to 48 hours. I usually respond.
And Sean is a busy man, so if it
Yeah.
takes a little bit longer, give him some leeway.
Anyways, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think so.
So that was a bit of an introduction about what the voice podcast is all about. Well, it's all dark now. Can't
It
even
is
see the
dark.
backdrop.
It's nighttime. That's
Yeah.
that's how hard we work on this for y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Gabby had a drive here.
I did.
That's
Amazing.
commitment.
Yeah.
At least
I
for
took the
Gabby.
highway
I'm
to
here.
get here.
I'm here since 8 a.m.
Yeah, we've been here since 10:30.
I woke up at 9 today. It was
Well, I
hard.
woke up at 9 too. It's twinsies.
But just to say, like, it's like what gives me the energy is like keeping this podcast. But like, it's like really fun. Like it's a lot of work, but it's not like I feel like it's wasted every time I produce it. And I think it has to do like with a conversation we have every time. Like, really is there's something always to discover about each other in every episode. And to relate to us as college student, which is what's basically it, like coming here at 8 a.m., like kind of just making things happen, having photo shoots or like having meetings to make everything possible to make your student experience here fantastic. Really, like even for orientation day, we've been working like since like a month, 2 months to make it really good. So we're just a few people, really, like not more than 20 people like working at the SA, but to make 8,000 people, they are really memorable on orientation. So yeah, please do come, enjoy, have a good time. If you watch it, you're probably watching it after orientation. I hope you had a good time. Tell us what you love about orientation. And also this podcast is like really to get you to have a feeling, to have a connection. Like you're not the only one, kind of like if you're going through some shits or kind of way happening in your student life, you're not the only one. We all go through it. And if in any way this podcast can make you really feel more relaxed or make you laugh by having a good time watching it or listening to it, I think all three of us here or other guests or cast members who come on this podcast, we would achieve it. So to simply bring a smile on your face, to have a happy moment, and to chill, having a laugh, and all you learn something. So that's our mission. So, and with that, I hope that you can support us by giving us a good like, thumbs up everywhere, heart on Instagram and everything. And yeah, that's the best way to support us. It will help other college students to see the content if they haven't seen it. and your comments, because with your comments we can be so creative to really produce new content. So we're really looking forward to that. So, and even talking to us in the hallway or in the cafe or at the gym if you see me. Yeah. So yeah, do. And what I can wish for all and every one of you who watched or coming student is like have an amazing year, and throughout your time at college, really, really, it's cliche, be yourself. Really be who you are. Like don't be afraid to like, oh, people will think I'm weird or whatsoever. Come to our events. Like the essay organize so much event. We have boat cruise coming up. We have speed friendship. We have a pub organizing weekly events, DJ nights, band nights, open mic, karaoke, foods, trivia, so many things happening, so many ways to make friends, to make your college experience really memorable. So please do follow those socials like SA_SLC to get to keep in touch with all the events happening, and SA Voice Podcast to make your voice heard. So thank you very much for watching, and any last word by you guys?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
comment below what program you guys in, get some conversation started down there in the comments.
But yeah, no, I hope you guys all have a really great year, and kind of bouncing off what Sean said, be yourself, have fun, try new things, and yeah, if you see any of us around, don't be afraid to come up and have a chat.
Yeah, you guys will do great.
Yeah.
And good luck in the school year.
Good luck, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.